I'd better take my phone out for the desk.
Gotta get that out of my system before we get started.
I'm not. That's never going to leave our system for the whole thing, I bet. Alright.
Nope.
I'm recording. But yeah, I mean, like, if you're playing along at the same with someone who's doing a Let's Play, either you're going to get ahead and get frustrated with them not being at the same point as you, or they're going to get ahead and you're not going to watch because they're going to spoil it for you. So that's the stupidest fucking excuse ever. Include this in the video. Just include this.
I will.
Include this little audio bit because that's fucking dumb. That's a dumb argument. I mean, I can barely be bothered to use my stupid alternative name for it, and I'll just probably just call the next one a Let's Play. But it's still. Anyway, let's go. Let's do this.
Okay. Let's get on with it. We're at the final parts, the last hour. For those of you that's been watching this.
Home stretch. Come on, let's do it.
Yes. Got several boss battles, and then it's it. That's done. It's done. We can move on to another game. It's probably not an RPG. More than likely, it's not.
Oh, definitely not.
As much as I do enjoy RPGs, and I think I've said this before, that's one of my favorite types of games, but sometimes you just can't play an RPG back to back to back because they're great length of gameplay that you have to go through.
Oh yeah, I regret, well, I mean, it was supposed to have Luigi's Mansion and a bunch of shorter videos of GameCube games and PS2 games in between them, but I played Twilight Princess and then I played, now I'm playing Metal Gear Solid. That was a terrible idea, because even though Metal Gear Solid's an action-y stealth game, kind of, I mean, in the barest sense it's stealth, it's just so long anyway. And when I should have just picked a game that would have gone really quickly. But I never got around to editing some of the audio problems with Luigi's Mansion. Damn it, there's a spider on my wall. I can't kill it.
Burn the place down. No, actually don't, because then you'll be... Well, I guess you wouldn't. You would be homeless. I'm assuming you'd be homeless if you burned your place down.
Well, I have a place to go, but I'd probably be asked to pay... I wouldn't be trusted actually to go there. But I'd have a place that I could try going after that. What's Sir Grodus talking about?
We opened the 1,000-year door for him.
Oh, cool. When did we do that?
Enough. That was the first video, Chapter 8 I did.
I don't remember that. How did he get past us?
I don't know, that's a good question. I wonder a lot of things, like how he got past us and how Bowser gets to where... Spoiler, or how Bowser gets here too.
Spoiler. Well, doesn't matter. I mean, so Shadow Sirens, when they turned up, it's like, okay, they're shadows, and Dupless just jumps in from the side no matter what. Dupless is able to go off stage.
Poor guy, he can't disappear like the Shadow Sirens.
But he is an actor, so he can blend in anyway. And the Shadow Sirens can just, travel under the floors, or whatever's. And then Bowser, it doesn't matter, he just appears where he wants to.
Fucking Bowser.
I mean, I finished last week the entirety of Super Mario 3D Land, and like in the final boss, or at least the final boss of the main world, you run up to him, you run into the room where Peach is, and then out of nowhere Bowser just jumps down and punches the floor. It's like there doesn't need to be a logical explanation, he's just there. But Grodus, who the fuck is this guy? I still don't even know if that white stuff around his face is supposed to be a beard or a collar.
I've always kind of wondered that too. I'm guessing it's the collar because all the other X-Nauts has that sort of white collar too.
Fair point.
And what a dick move it is for him to immediately have a shield.
I liked in the what was it? In Mario RPG that he could or all the enemies actually had like mana of their own that could actually run out.
Yes. That was one of the good things about it.
Yeah, because in this, if he wanted to, which he probably would, and he could do it anyway, is he could just go and kick that guy in the rock face. Or hammer him in the rock face. If he wanted to, he could just keep on putting that shield up. It takes you one turn to... I suppose by now that you've tattled on both of them, he's got...
Yeah.
You can now get a second attack. But he could just he could just put his shield up for the whole thing. Wait for you to run out of flower points and just battle of attrition outlast you. Unless you did something like that, which is probably a dick move in his book. But the point is, like, he doesn't have any mana. He's just got an infinite mana pool. Whereas, like, that was some of the ways that I had to beat some of the bosses in Mario RPG because they just did that. They just healed every turn, so it was impossible to whittle them down. You could, like, they just healed for more than you could do damage until it went like, oh shit, he's out of flower points. It's like, wait, what? So why did he try that? And why is that his entire turn? Whatever's, I'm attack you. So my voice, I think last time we recorded, my throat was sore at that point. Like, in terms of sickness, my throat stopped being sore, but I accidentally fell asleep with the heater on maximum last night, so my throat is still dry and sore right now, so I still can't do any of the voices.
The voices you'd probably have to do anyway would be a deeper tone anyway, so that'd be torture on the...
No, it'd be like kind of a rasping, because like, it's like this.
Gotcha.
I am Grodus, leader of the X-Nauts. It's like I wouldn't be able to do that for too long. Although that doesn't feel, actually, the part of my mouth slash throat where it's hurting, that doesn't actually, the voice didn't actually sort of cut. It didn't hurt that too much. But anyway. Did I ever do the voice for Bobbery?
I don't think so.
Because that was where we got to before Chapter 5 just disappeared.
Yep. Totally missed Bobbery.
Yeah, okay, so I can't remember whether or not I was going to have him be the stuffy English guy that I'm pretty sure he was written as, or if I was going to have him be... Oh, you got 30 from that. Kick ass.
30 freaking stars.
Again, I got lucky when I faced him, because I obviously didn't know that there was going to be an extra boss fight right after this. Which is obviously the big surprise, and that's what makes it a cool game. You see? I had her hidden behind a piece of paper.
That you couldn't have seen the way you were standing.
Yes, really, she was a line segment.
I knew something was up about that chair.
And,
Ooh, death threats.
yeah, so I managed to level up right after beating him. So I was totally prepared to fight Bowser.
Even though you weren't.
Well, I wasn't unprepared like that. Oh, dude, you broke one of his two monocles? What? Oh, great. Peach is now in any other game of Mario that's not an RPG. State where she just goes, no! Mario! 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 Mario, why don't you hurry up and save me?
Huh?
And now for my next trick, I will make a giant lizard dinosaur thing appear out of nowhere. Holy shit, I didn't mean to make him appear there.
Of all the places for you to appear.
Be careful, Bowser's got 3 star points floating above his head.
your crankiness. Chunkiness, sorry. Read that wrong. Oh, he lost his star power.
Damn, he must not have been wishing hard enough.
Nope. He didn't have all the
I
stars.
love the fact that it's wishing in Paper Mario 1. Like, it's so obviously the power of prayer, but it's just thinly disguised. It's like Peach is literally, like, she's putting her hands together. She is praying in that final battle for the star to succeed. But no, it's wishes or dreams or some shit like that.
That's when Nintendo became politically correct conscious.
I saw a screenshot of Paper Mario 1. It actually, like, because I've been so used to looking at least footage of Thousand Year Door and Super Paper Mario, I forgot how low quality or like low resolution everything in Paper Mario 1 is.
Yeah, there's no way I can go back to play regular Paper Mario now that I'm so used to Thousand Year Door and Super Paper Mario. I'm like, Mario looks like crap.
Well, the hardest part for me was I played through. I think I've forgotten. I was going to say something else, but I think I've forgotten it. I played Thousand Year Door, and then I was going to play Paper Mario N64. I think when I got the Wii and it was on Virtual Console was when I was finally able to play it. Oh, you knocked an elderly woman off of her seat. And you got
Get a job.
You got paid money for it. Jesus. You never put Quick Switch on, did you?
No.
Ugh, that still irritates me. Anyway, and so I went to play Paper Mario 1, and like the two things that were irritating me the most was, one, my partner didn't have health of their own, so like, oh, if they get sort of disabled, then they're just fucking out of it for a couple of turns. And I can't just, like, so it's only Mario's health. And two, there's a level cap at 30, and that was irritating as fuck.
You know what's kind of weird is in Super Paper Mario RPG, the level cap was like 32.
There actually was a level cap. Not sure if I got to that yet. I think I kept on farming. I kept on doing the whatever the exploit was. Either it was I was leveling up through the pits of 100 trials, or I was it was the exploit where you go and get a you find the Amazy Daisy in World 5, and you capture it with a card, sell it for a shit ton of money, buy gold bars, or buy a triple stack of gold bars, and then, oh fuck, he sat on you so hard that you just don't want to jump up anymore. You can't get up.
He broke his leg.
You can't get up. And then you go into like level 1, 2, or level 1, 1, and there's a triple speed thing that makes everything give you 3 times as many points and coins, and just everything is triple. And then you use the triple gold bars, and they give you like 30,000 XP each. There was another one. There was another exploit in Super Paper Mario that was like a typical endless, endless spawning enemies. That you could, if you like made yourself mini or something, you could just like slowly kill them and get slowly just to rake up experience by farming it that way. Except in the PAL version, that doesn't work.
I think I read something about that, or something similar to that.
Yeah, like
I can't remember.
It doesn't infinitely spawn them, or it doesn't spawn them fast enough for you to get that combo. So you can't do it, and I read an FAQ saying that, and I'm like, well, I'm going to this place, and this isn't the right place, clearly, because they're not spawning fast enough, and then I found another one that said, oh, by the way, this doesn't work if you got the European or Australian version of the game.
Wow. I finally resort to using one of my items. This battle's gone way too long. I should definitely quit attacking the hag and attack Bowser. I should do that, but She always has the health regenerating spells and all that.
You also spent way too much. Well, you wasted your special points or your star points in the previous battle.
I did.
That's a jam and jelly. That solo that the jelly just did, that was awesome. And that's, we just call it jam in Australia. So it's jam and jam. Which I think would have been much funnier because it's like it's dumb anyway, so they might as well just go on the whole hog. Jam and jam. Jam is jamming and jam and jam jam. Jam and jam and jam.
Jammity jam jam jam.
Oh, now she calls him Lord Bowser as opposed to forgive me your fat assness.
That's actually the secret that she calls, but you gotta get her life down in less than 2 turns or something like that. Fuck you, crowd, for sleeping on me. I provide day in and day out your entertainment, and you fall asleep on me.
That's probably why they're asleep, because they never get to go home.
Fair point. Yeah, now attack Bobbery.
The punchline is on the next one, he jumps on you, and then the next one, you kill him.
You're gonna like what I do after this battle.
What did you think of the return postage badge?
Return postage.
The one that you get for being Bone Tail.
Yeah, I kind of wish they would give him something a little bit better. I don't know anything that could really beat.
Yeah. That's the thing. There's nothing you can really like. They go, oh well, that's kind of shitty for all that I went through. It's like I should have gotten something better. It's like, well, considering what you got along the way, a fuck ton of experience. You actually got to kill a couple of amazing daisies, which always give good XP, and you got the bump attack badge, a double item bag, yes, all this other shit on the previous floors. There's just like nothing else that would have really done it that would have been good enough, except for like, oh, hey yeah, Grodus slipped away. Wait, didn't notice that, a-holes. Hey Bowser, isn't Peach like your bitch or something? Weren't you supposed to be paying attention to that? Oh, you cheap ass.
So here's the thing. I'm so close to the next level that I'm actually going to grind a few levels out before I do the final battle.
To be fair, I probably would have done the same, but fuck you.
But anyway, I guess.
Oh yeah, but so like the only other thing you could have is like something that's just God modes you like in like Okami does, but that's at that point it's just like, well then. I knew that would happen. I knew you would get 3 for that.
That's pretty much all I get for all these battles, so it takes forever. It took me like 15 minutes to do Grodus and Bowser, and now it's going to take me another 15 minutes just to grind out enough levels to get to the next one.
All right, I'm gonna check my tweets.
Anyway, going back to return postage, you definitely wouldn't be fair to give us something that made us like a godlike mode, but I guess it's a better reward than what you get for the Pit of 100 Trials in Super Paper Mario. I mean, you do get the what is it, Dash Shell? No.
Yeah, Dash L.
Okay, yeah.
First time through you get Dash L. Second time through you get shit all. Third time through you get to fight. You get a series of boss fights, and then, in fact, I think all of the flopside Pit of 100 Trials, you just get cards. You get trading cards.
Yeah.
Which I mean,
you get the dark version of Mario and
if you
Luigi
don't care enough, like, or if you've missed at any point the opportunity to get some of those, which I think was possible. If you don't have all of them, and it doesn't interest you that much to see, like, oh, let's add some information about this, whatever. Some information about...
I fucking hate this part.
Just turn thin. You can go slowly.
Now you tell me, after I've already done it.
It's so obvious, though. But yeah, the trading cards, like, all they're really good for is maybe is a slight money boost if you're ever in need of it. Because like you get like you beat Dark Mario, Dark all the Dark characters. You get the superpowers, or you get the not the superpowers. You get the Super Golden Border Deluxe trading cards of them. And it's like, well, that's... Wow, you really went far back. You realize you could have just like gone in and out of rooms.
That didn't work.
2 rooms away. It has to be 2 rooms away for enemies to respawn. How did you also not know that? Because that's also obvious.
Fucked up that.
Do a figure 8. It's a secret unlock that you do infinity damage.
Shit, I wish. I would use this attack more often if it did that.
Mario looks so weird.
Stars and
Mario looks so
999
weird when he turns towards the camera. It's like...
I've always thought he looked weird walking.
Well, of course, it's like he's kind of... From the way that he walks and the way that he moves, the way his walk animation goes and the way he moves, he's basically just moving to the side. He's like just using his feet to propel himself forward.
Speaking of badges and all, what was the point of this logo? Any point?
Well, no, it was for completion's sake, if you wanted all of the badges.
Still, I mean, I feel like there's probably some
well,
purpose
considering
to
you
it, we
fell,
just don't know it.
considering, why would you ask that when you just fell off of that pit into that pit of spikes like 4 times? You can clearly see the use of the slow-go.
Point taken.
But yeah, it's like, I mean, I was gonna say it's like the same deal as the the Hammerman and Jumpman things, but they're actually kind of useful in a challenging sort of way.
Yeah, I mean, you get boosted attack with the loss of another.
Which, I mean, if you're like perfect, I mean, you can buy, like, if you stack that with, like all or nothing and like, other powering up moves, there you go. If you stack it up with other badges, then you can do like one single hammer attack for like 12 or something like that. Some stupid shit like that. Or if you use Jumpman, you can do like multi-bounce and do like 7 damage on each bounce. Something like that.
Yeah, it's all part of making that Danger Mario or whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they've got like specific builds that you can do in the game in the games. Oh,
now we make the slow walk back to where we were.
And yeah, it's just, I mean, you just have to be outstandingly proficient at either of those attacks.
If I wasn't too cautious in my play style, I would go for the Danger Mario, because I saw a video where someone had set it up and beaten Bone Tail in like 2 or 3 attacks, I don't remember.
Well, if you're perfect, if you're like really good at jumping and you get the power bounce, then yeah, that could happen.
I think that's how they did it. Was they used the no, they had the.
Oh, you figured out that
man.
you're supposed to just use the bobbery. Well done.
Duh.
Yeah, well, after you spent ages going like, let me just put coops here and then I'll run it back around.
It may take me a few times, but I'll get it. We get to the extra fun part again. No trouble whatsoever.
Well, that's a relief.
I should have gotten this life mushroom I just passed, but I was like, screw it, I don't need it.
Oh, look at you with the hubris.
I was like, I'm gonna be a badass. I don't need that.
I don't need to save.
Save. That's for weaklings.
Oh, now Bowser's gone as well. Besides the save.
Where could he have gone?
Save down here.
That was a long trek down those halls, the stairs. And now we save it. After I switched my party members.
Awesome. Am I looking at that time code correctly?
Huh, where?
Like the time code of the video and how much there is left. Is that seriously how long that's got left?
Yeah, but that's with the added extra that I haven't removed from yet.
Ah, there's even more! Oh god, and there's a surfer dude with a computer brain, and he's got the princess in a crazy altar. And apparently
With way too many candles.
Apparently the scholarly girl is really confused somehow. An ancient demon that's a wielder of destruction? That doesn't sound like a legendary treasure whatsoever.
No.
It sounds like the
But
opposite of a legendary treasure.
if you know what I mean.
At the end of every single Nintendo RPG, the princess is always sorry that they caused all this trouble. Watch the end of Ocarina of Time. Zelda says the same fucking thing.
God, you're right.
No, you know what? After you dented his computer brain, he doesn't speak in a surfer voice anymore. Like that was just a slight malfunction. That was a slight malfunction. Now the world will be mine. Yes.
It's like in if you played Sonic Colors, a glitch in his voice box.
Well, I was thinking more of oh hey, it's got a very similar looking crown. I was thinking more of Up with the alpha dog.
Oh, holy crap! It's dark. I want to also point out how overly dramatic and unnecessary this was.
I'm sorry, what nationality kind of RPG is this?
It's American.
Are you sure?
Yes, it was made by a Western developer.
And that is pretty weird. I get to fit. No, that could have. Yeah, that is taking a while. I suppose it was necessary to show like. Well, I suppose this is necessary for like in 15 minutes when it has to go. Hey, these are all the people that you met. Remember all these guys? You met all these dudes. You met this guy 30 hours ago. Hey, remember him? Remember her? Remember that a-hole? That guy didn't. That guy never remembered your name.
You're really not going to like it whenever. Never mind. We'll get to it.
Holy shit, I would love, for once, a bad, like, hey, there's an ancient demon that will cause untold destruction. I'm gonna summon it. And I realize that I will have no control over it whatsoever after I summon it. Like, I want the bad guy to do that.
Eggman.
I want a decent bad guy to do that. Like, did he actually
It's
ever...
kind of like the cliche thing. Especially...
No, Eggman always... Well, Robotnik always thinks he can control it. Why would you call him Eggman?
I don't know.
Robotnik always thinks he can control it.
That's how he always fails. He even he even says that in Sonic Generation.
Sky has gone
but
dark,
Mom.
comrades! We must drink until world ends!
Now it's time for special vodka. I hide for special occasion. Special occasion now. There's Frankie.
No.
How does he know it's dark outside?
Where the fuck am I?
Who are you kids?
It's where is he in relation to anything else? He's somewhere in the Palace of Shadow. Oh cool, it changed her clothes as well.
Hell yeah, it did.
My soul has not yet fully accustomed to this vessel. But I will learn to control this body soon enough.
If you know what I mean.
Sorry, my voice wasn't perfectly in sync yet. My glorious witch queen that I will now order. Who are you that you would command me? I find that offensive. What sort of being are you?
You can't control me.
Huh? What do you mean? I thought you were bound to obey the one who woke you. Enough of this prattle. Do as I say. Now, or I will send you back to the... Oh dear. You would do well to learn your proper place, slave. No one commands me. For I am the Queen of Shadow. My powers are not yet fully restored, but I can zap fools away. They will come in time.
Mario's just the same way as her.
I'm really angry right now. God!
Hey look, it's the 2.5 Stooges.
2.5 women. Ah, Belden. What ages have passed? So you're the one truly responsible for calling me back, yes. Yes. Yes, my queen. I searched for a pure maiden that you might inhabit. And as I did, I spread the rumor of a great treasure. I can't remember what her voice was.
That's about right.
Then I led the fools who had gathered the crystal stars here to open the seal. Yes! You have fulfilled your duties admirably. I am not worthy, my queen.
So humble.
And who are these beings that stand before me? Actually, no, her text is all wavy.
Only your followers.
Her text is all wavy, so it should be like a ghost pirate or something. But they may be of use. If you will become my faithful servants, I will not harm you. That much.
Become her servant? Refuse, the bitch. We're gonna become her servant. Because I don't want to fight. I'm tired of fighting.
Yes, you are obedient. Good, my pet. Oh, fuck, because... Well, this isn't an emulator. So you can't just save state before that. You will serve me for eternity. And so the Shadow Queen engulfed the world with her dark magic. For Mario, for Peach, and for the world, it was...
Game over.
Because they knew their life was a game.